All right, hello everyone. So today we're solving for an equation, a linear equation. Solve for x, 2 times the quantity x plus 3 equals 7x minus 9x plus 24. Okay, so when you have these types of linear equations, and what I'm saying here specifically when I mean linear, is I only have one variable and it's to the first power here. We have a few things to do, which in my opinion kind of simplify things out for you. So the first step is to simplify as much as you can. What does that mean? That means you want to add like terms, you want to distribute, you want to FOIL, you multiply by an appropriate constant to clear fractions or decimals. That last bullet point about multiplying by constants or decimals, that's more optional. I just don't like working with fractions or decimals, so I'm going to get rid of them. It's not going to happen today though, but it's just that's just something you can do to simplify things out. So let's go ahead and apply that step here. So I see that we have a 2 times the quantity x plus 3. I'm going to distribute the 2. So 2 times x is 2x, and then 2 times 3 is a plus 6, and just keep that number in mind. So that's a simplification. And that's it. That's all I can do on that side. I can't add the 2x and the 6. The 2x and the 6 are two different objects, so we can't put them together as one. Okay, so just some people say, oh, it's 8x. No, it's just 2x plus 6, because those are two different objects. It's a term with a variable plus a constant or a number. You can't add them together to make one single thing. Okay, on the other side, I have 7x and minus 9x. You know, you have $7, you owe someone 9, you pay them 7 back, you still owe them 2. So 7x minus 9x is minus 2x plus 24. And that would be the end of step 1. Okay, yeah, minus 2x plus 24 in the same situation with the 2x plus 6, not like terms, so I can't add them. All right, what's my next step? My next step, call step number 2 here. I like to call it clean up your room. And here we're going to get all the variables on one side of the equation, and then we're going to get all the constants on the other side of the equation. The reason I call it clean up your room is because I often think of algebra as organizing things, and when I'm adding like terms, think of it as like, you know, you have your room, it's all, let's say, you know, it's a mess, you want to clean it up. Like me, I usually have like my shoes lying all over the place, like t-shirts. So what I'll do first is collect all my shoes together and then all my shirts together, just to make everything nice and neat. So that's what I'm speaking of here. That's what I mean by adding the like terms. So that minus 2x, you see here, I'm going to add 2x to both sides, because I'm going to bring that 2x, all the x's over to the left-hand side. So that's why I added 2x, so these would cancel, and 2x is 4x. And you could have also, by the way, subtracted 2x, like this 2x could have been subtracted over. It's up to you how you want to do this, but you want to get everything over on one side. And the way you do that is by taking one side and adding like the opposite, or doing the opposite operation. So a minus 2x is like, what is a subtraction 2x? So we're adding it over. Okay. And yeah, so minus 2x plus 2x is canceled. You just have a 24 left. The next step is going to be subtracting 6 on both sides. So 6 minus 6 is 0. You have a 4x left. 24 minus 6 is 18. And that is the end of step 2. Okay. And then finally, step 3. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. We're going to isolate x. And all that means is that we're going to get x equal to something. That's what we mean by that step. Okay. And for this, pretty much all you need to do is divide by the number that's in front of the x. So we'll divide by 4. And 18 over 4. 4 doesn't go into 18 evenly, but we can reduce this. 2 divides both 4 and 18. 2 divides 4 twice. 2 divides 18 9 times. So you get 9 halves, or if you prefer a decimal, 4.5. And that is your last step. Okay. So in general, these are all the steps that you can follow here. Yeah, your answer here, yeah, could either left as a decimal or a fraction. All that depends on your teacher, I guess, or the book that you're working with. Sometimes they want both, or they just want one. But just keep that in mind. But in general, these are the steps that you're going to follow. So just to reiterate real quick, you simplify both sides of the equations, you add like terms, distribute or FOIL, multiply by some constant to get rid of fractions. Then from there, you get all the variables on one side, and you get all the constants on the other. And then finally, last but not least, you just isolate the x by dividing a number over, or multiplying by the reciprocal of a fraction. That's another thing that you could do. But anyways, not getting into that today. All right, well, thanks for your time. Appreciate it, and I hope this helps.